Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I hope you are doing well today. Welcome to day one of Vlogmas. I'm going to try to get a video up every day in December. We will see how that goes. Today I am doing makeup inspired by special edition books, and I decided to kick it off with something special, which is one of my absolute favorite books, and I happen to have the Iron Edition by Fairyloot, and that is Red Rising. So I am going to read the back cover of Red Rising, and we'll show some shots of the special edition. The foiling is very hard to capture, but it is absolutely stunning in person, and then we will get into the look. The Earth is dying. Darrow is a red, a miner in the interior of Mars. His mission is to extract enough precious elements to one day tame the surface of the planet and allow humans to live on it. The Reds are humanity's last hope. Then Darrow discovers that everything he knows is a lie. Mars has been habitable and inhabited for generations by Golds, a class of people who look down on Reds as cheap labor to be exploited and worked to death without a second thought. Darrow, with the help of a mysterious group of rebels, disguises himself as a Gold and infiltrates their command school, intent on taking down his oppressors from the inside. But the command school is a battlefield, and Darrow isn't the only student with an agenda. For this look, I am heavily inspired by the reds and the black of the book, so I decided to use the Underland palette by Ensley Rain, and I started with the shade Wicked Rose, and I am going to lightly blend that with a large fluffy brush through my crease, and I'm also going to take that along my lower lash line with a shader brush and then blend that out with the same fluffy brush. While this shade isn't super red, it is going to give the effect that I am looking for in this situation. I read Red Rising for the first time at the end of last year, and it quickly became one of my favorite books of all time and one of my favorite series, and I cannot recommend it to everybody enough. I am now one of those people who is completely obsessed with this series, and I'm happy that I read it in time to decide that I wanted to pick up the Iron editions from Fairyloot, because at first I thought they were beautiful additions, but because I hadn't read the books, I didn't feel a need to pick them up. And as soon as I read Red Rising, I knew that I wanted to pick them up, and I can't wait till the rest of the books in the series are released in these editions, because I definitely want to pick those up as well. And next I am going to go into the shade Nonsense, and I am going to use that to deepen my outer corner and through my crease, and I'm also going to put that against my lower lashes on my lower lash line and blend that in with Wicked Rose. And this shade is not quite a black, it's like an exceedingly dark purple. It's like a blackened purple. So it's not exactly black and red, but it's giving vibes that I am looking for today, and I'm quite happy with the blend that I got from these. And now prepping my eyes for the shimmer shades with NYX glitter primer. I am going to start by putting that on with a brush and patting it out with my fingers to hopefully get rid of as many creases as I can. I am very excited to go into this first shade because it's very rare I get a red shimmer in a palette that doesn't have a shift to it. This one is called Red Queen, and I am going to put this all over my lid. I am going to take some of the shade Jabberwocky, and I am going to put that on the very outer part of my lid just to deepen up that outer corner with a shimmer as well. It does have a bit of a purple shift to it, but it's also definitely got some red in it as well, so I think it goes quite nicely with the red shimmer. And then dipping back into Nonsense, I am going to re-intensify that through the outer corner and through my crease. And now going into the shade Wicked Wildflowers, I am going to give that a spray once it's on my brush, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner and wrap it onto my lower lash line as well. And this shade actually surprised me because I initially didn't realize that there would be a bit of a red shift to it, so it actually goes even better than I initially thought it would. And now just dipping back into Nonsense a little bit, just to put that along my lower lashes again, mostly where the shimmer lightened it a little bit too much. And for blush, I am going into the Incandescent Blush Palette by Unearthly Cosmetics, and I am going to use the shade Balefire as it is the red blush, and I'm going to go in rather heavy with it. And then I am going to dip into the shade Pendulum, which is the deep purpley plum, and I am just going to pop that a little bit underneath where I put that, like a little bit of a blush contour, if you will, and then blend that out with the blush. The brush I applied the red with just cleaned off a little bit. for highlight, I am going in with my Rare Beauty highlighter in Enlighten. I will put that on and then wipe the brush off a little bit and blend that out so there's no harsh lines. And then I will take a little bit more of it and just pop it on the very inner part of my inner corner just to brighten that up a little bit. And this is the finished look. I really like how it turned out. I don't think it's super close to the cover of the book, but is definitely the vibes that I want it to go for. And I am super happy that I picked Red Rising for the first makeup inspired by books of Vlogmas. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for watching.